Bengaluru International Airport's majority owned by billionaire Prem Watsa's Fairfax is saying that it's seeing a rebound in passenger traffic with domestic travel, well, obviously leading the recovery. The CEO and MD Hari Marartoli announced Chandra Srikanth that the second terminal will be delayed by a year because of the pandemic. Here's a slice of that conversation straight from the airport.
On a lighter note, we've been very busy getting used to the idea that we are the second largest airport in India right now. But of course, that's not truly reflective of the actual demand in traffic as far as civil aviation is concerned. Because truly speaking, Mumbai is the second largest airport. But because of severe restrictions in Mumbai, I think Bangalore is today the second largest airport. But having said that, it was a very slow start to begin with. In a calibrated manner, government opened up 33% of the traffic initially, then to 45% and now to 60%. But the good sign is we have seen two important signs of recovery. One is the fact that the passenger numbers are steadily going up. So if you look at it now, we are at about approximately 30,000 passengers going through this airport every day, which is not a bad thing at all, which is in fact larger than when the airport opened in 2008. We didn't have 30,000 passengers. That's a great sign. And that is also reflective of about 35% of the actual traffic pre-COVID levels. So I think it's a good sign as far as recovery is concerned in terms of passenger numbers. The other extremely important thing that's happening is in terms of the change in profile of passengers. So initially we saw it was mostly labor that was getting back to wherever they had to get back to, etc., etc. But today what we are finding is that business travel is actually starting. And I think there are two ways I can confirm that. One is through observation that we can see the profile of people has changed. And second is through anecdotal experience. I've been talking to a lot of people in the city. I have been personally talking to a lot of people who have taken flights for business and have come back and said, wow, it's a terrific experience. So in fact, many people are actually saying the airport experience today, or the aviation experience, I don't want to say airport, but airport, airline, the whole aviation experience today is actually even better than it was pre-COVID.
But Mr. Marar, I remember before, there used to be a problem where Bangalore did not have enough capacity for the 20 million that it was seeing. There were plans to expand it to reach 50 million capacity by 2021. Where do those plans stand today?
So, we firmly believe in the long-term capacity requirements for Bangalore because the growth is going to come back as far as civil aviation in India is concerned. This is a temporary blip. And as soon as, let's say, a vaccine is found or whatever, everything will recover back. So we are still betting on the long-term growth, and we are continuing with our expansion plans. So there are delays to the expansion plan on account of COVID because migrant labor went back. There were problems with imports. Many ports were not functioning, and many factories were shut down globally and things like that. So as a result of all that, we're seeing a slight delay in the overall project. But I think it's a good thing because I think our projects will be completed just in time to cater to the growth that we will see at the end of this pandemic. Having said that, we already had made measures in Terminal 1 to cater to that growth. So while T1 was originally was designed to cater to about 20 million passengers, we had done through very smart digital interventions like your Digi Yatra program that you see behind here, or through smart security systems that we had put through, the ability to actually cater to about 36 million passengers through the same terminal, because capacity creation in the future is not created by bricks but by bytes, is our argument. So we don't construct our way out of the problem, but invest in technology as the way out of the problem.
Right.
So I think we have the capacities required for future growth. And in terms of sheer physical capacity, I think our expansion plans are still underway. We are at this point of time, we are 55% through as far as the construction is concerned. The runway is already completed. As you know, in December we operationalized the runway. Terminal 2 will open first quarter of 2022 instead of the first quarter of 2021, which is great from a construction timeline perspective, is great in terms of the impact it will have on user charges, and is great in terms of the fact that it will come just in time for catching the recovery wave.
Right. The other concern is with a lot of organizations moving to remote working, some say that, this will become permanent. Are you still optimistic about business travel picking up? Because many people say that, I didn't realize that I had to travel to these meetings. I'm able to do it via Zoom and WebEx. Do you see that getting lost? Do you see that recovering, or will things come back to normal?
Well, I think in the short term, this work from home will continue, in the sense that there will be people who will ask those fundamental questions. Why do I have to travel when I could conduct the same meetings efficiently without traveling? And I think in the next 12-month period, that sentiment will continue to be the overriding sentiment. But I